Good morning, my little peoples. Alrighty, guys, we are going to continue a little bit more for social studies on the three R's. What are those three R's? Let me hear them loud and proud. What are the three R's? Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's hard to remember those off the top of our head, isn't it? It is. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Now, here comes the hard part. What do each of those words mean? What does it mean to reduce? If we reduce, what is it that we want you to do? Reduce means to use less. You got it. Use less of something. If you can reduce how much you use, like if you can reduce how many bottles of water you drink and instead have a reusable bottle, excellent. We can reduce how many plastic bottles we're throwing in the landfill in the dump. Awesome. Okay, so reduce, reuse. What does it mean to reuse? Use it again. You got it. Great one for that one is the shopping bags. That's a great option to be able to reuse something. Instead of having a new bag that we can throw away every time after we're done, if we can reuse those bags, that is awesome. That means that much paper and that much plastic doesn't end up in our landfills. Excellent. We got reduce, reuse, and what's the last R? Recycle. You got it. I got some excellent pictures. Excellent pictures. My favorite was the Girl Scout one just because it made me hungry for Girl Scout cookies. But yes, there are some awesome ones that you guys found are triple arrows. That is the universal sign for recycle, and it stands for the three R's to be able to reduce, reuse, or recycle. It also shows how it never ends. It's just continuous. Just continuous. That it never stops. Alrighty, guys. So, today while I was kind of doing a little bit of research because I wanted, why is this so important? Why is it important that we try to do what we can to help our earth, to try to do what we can to be able to reduce, reuse, or recycle? And the other day, I know I showed you some interesting pictures, so I'm going to remind you again. Yeah, that's a landfill. Do you see all that? Yep, I hear you going, ew, gross. You guys see what's sitting up here at the top? You can see what that guy is. That is a loader tractor, and he is not a small one. Not at all. And he's climbing on top of it. He's driving on top of it. It is so much bigger than him. So, yes, we've got then this one. Can somebody tell me what they observe about that one? What do we see? There is a guy in there. You got it. What is that guy in? He's in a boat. So what do you suppose he's at? Do you think he's in the backyard? No, he's in water. This is also another problem that ends up happening is because a lot of our trash ends up in our waterways, like in our oceans. And yes, you can't do anything with it. You got to just paddle your boat through it. And this is something that we would love to be able to avoid. And instead of that, anybody know what this is? Yep, those are cans. This is called a recycling brick. This is something when we take these materials to a recycling facility, they put them into these great big bales, these great big bricks or bales, and they squish them all together so that they're easier to be able to handle. This one is one of a whole bunch of, let you guys look here for a minute. Can you tell what those are? Those are plastic bottles. Those are plastic bottles. So we do the same for the plastic, for the paper, for the aluminum, for glass. They kind of tend to melt it down a little bit. You can't really put glass in a brick like this, but the rest of them you can. So I don't know about you, but I think this is much better than that. Yeah, and look at, if you can look in there, you can see all sorts of plastic bags. There are all kinds of plastic bags in there. That's why one of the biggest ones that they really would be awesome is that reusable grocery bag. That is just, it's just smart. Alrighty, guys. So I wanted to kind of give you guys some numbers as to why it is so important that we try to do this rather than this. Because this guy, and he even looks sad, he has a chance. He finished his pop, throws it in the trash can gets dumped, over into the dump. That's it. Looks like that. You got it. Whereas when this guy finishes his, puts his in a recycling bin. They have those. They have those. I do believe we have a couple in O'Neill that you can take your recyclings to. And then it goes to that recycling factory where they melt it down and they make another can so that you can drink your pop. All right, guys, and the reason that we want to do this so much is because, here's a little bit of some facts for you. A person, that's you. You're a person. Yeah, that's you. Every day, just you, make about 4 pounds of trash. Just you. Every day, you make about 4 pounds of trash. That can be your pop cans, water bottles. That could be paper that you messed up your homework on. That could be a toy that you broke and he's no good anymore. It can be a lot of different things. But every day, on average, every person makes about 4 pounds of trash. That means that every year, just you make about 1,600 pounds of trash. Whew, and that's about what a cow weighs. So think about that. Can you pick up a cow? Can you lift her up and carry it? She's a little too heavy. A little too heavy, yes. Yes, but we make that in trash every year. Every one of us. Every one of us. Now I'm going to make you think about your family. And look around. Look at them. You see them there. They're looking so cute. Oh, look at baby brother. He thinks he's so cute. But we both know he's going to do something as soon as mom leaves the room. We know he is. And then we're probably going to get blamed for it. I know. It happens. But, there's times that you probably did that to him too. Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah, we know. So now we're thinking about family. We see them. They helped us with our boggle yesterday. They'll help us with our boggle tomorrow. But right now, know that altogether you guys make about 17 pounds of trash per day. Per day. 17 pounds per day for your family. That means that over the year, you and your family will make about 6,300 pounds of trash. Yeah, that weighs as much as an elephant. Yeah, and that's just one family. So then I got to sitting there thinking, there are about 3,500 people in O'Neill. 3,500 people in O'Neill. Just O'Neill. And we know very well, we've been learning in social studies, that it's not just our town. We have our town, we have our state, we have our country, we have our continent. We're actually a very small little piece of this world. So in our small little piece of the world, in O'Neill, just O'Neill, that's not Norfolk, Ewing, that's not North Platte, Sioux City, it's not any of those. Just in O'Neill, we make about the equivalent of 3,500 cows worth of trash per year. Per year, that's what we do. That's a lot of cows. That's a lot of weight. And so we need to do all that we can to try to reduce that to where we only have half that many cows running around, I guess you could say. Because 3,500, I'd have to do math. I was going to say, that's a lot of math. That's a lot of math. I should have done that one. If we had 1,600 pounds and 3,500 people, Nelly. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to do all kinds of math. You don't understand how hard it is to do math this early in the morning. It's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. Oh, my. Wait, 1 and 2 and 8 and 3 and that's 4. We're looking at 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? We're looking at about 5 million pounds of trash? I might have to check my monitors. I might have to get out my phone. I did it old school. But if that's true, if that's really how much trash we produce in a day or in a year, that is a lot of trash. So let's see here. If each family or each person makes 1,600 pounds of trash per year, and there are 3,500 people, yep, it's 5.5 million pounds of trash per year that only O'Neill produces. That's just in O'Neill. 5.5 million pounds of trash. Can you imagine what that would be across the country? Right, even across our state. Oh, it is a lot of trash. So we want to do what we can to try to reduce that amount and by recycling or reusing what we can, okay? Alrighty, guys. So for today, and then once again, not too hard of an assignment. I want you to go to that Brain Pop. Go to brainpopjunior.com, username Froman, password Froman1, and I want you to find that there is actually a 3R video, reduce, reuse, recycle video. I would like you to watch that video and then take those quizzes, okay, guys? All right, keep working up. I loved, there was some of you that sent me pictures that you were cleaning up trash. That is awesome. That is awesome. I love it. And here's a little known fact. If you recycle cans, for sure, because we used to do it when I was a little kid. If you recycle all your pop cans that you drink, they actually give you money for it. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's money. So that might help you to be a little motivated as well. Alrighty, guys. Otherwise, keep working hard and do what you can to help our earth. Talk to you later. Bye.